Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and today we have the S-51, which is being played by Captain Skurix. I'll call him Capitan for the rest of the battle. The S-51, as many of you know, is a Tier 7 Soviet artillery, but it's not on the main artillery tech tree. It's actually preceded by the KV-2. Now we're starting out on Sand River Encounter, and Capitan is moving towards the south to the normal spawn point for a standard battle. Now, as you know, the S-51 carries a 203mm gun, but it normally only has a very limited number of shells. This is the 152mm BR2 cannon, which has considerably more, but it has much less in the way of damage per shot. Okay, we've seen the enemy. He's tried a quick shot. It's much of a snapshot because obviously that Leopard was moving far too quickly for him to get an accurate aim. Okay. This M4 has been damaged and he's gone down already, so he's out of the equation. The Leopard has gone unsighted. He's unseen, and unfortunately the Stug 3's gone down. The Stug was killed by the Su-100. Unfortunately, we can't see the Su-100 at the moment. That Leopard is covering the ridgeline, but he's decided to go for the T-150, which can be seen by some of our heavies. Okay, he's lining it up for a shot. It's going back, but let's have a look. Yes, he's managed to splash it for 207 and done 2 critical hits. It's more than likely it's hurt the tracks. Okay. That's a much faster reload on the 152mm BR2 cannon. And it's reloaded, rounds out. And a direct hit on the KV-2, so KV-1, so he's done 311 damage on that one. And he's stunned. Reloading. So look, is he deciding? Oh, he's having a look at that T-67. But that T-67 is moving rather quickly. So he's going to have to judge a lead on top of that. No, it's gone unsighted. He's fired anyway. And he has splashed it for 78 hit points, and somebody got an ammo rack. Yes, the Sturmill managed to get an ammo rack on the T-67. Okay, T-34 is pushing in and trying to hit the KV-1S. He's almost reloaded. Judge a lead distance behind. It stopped. Okay, accurate shot, and it's a direct hit and a kill for 359 hit points. That was wonderful. Whenever a tank that stops, aim directly for it and you should be able to get a good hit if you've dialed in the aim enough. Okay, that T-150 is moving backwards and forwards. Judge where it's at its center point. It's now stopped. Rounds out. And another direct hit. 169 points, and he's damaged the track. And of course the KV-85 takes out the KV-1, and that means that he gets the assistance as well. Okay, now we're looking at the south of the map, and this T-29. Okay, he's being spotted by a group of 3 other tanks on our team. Okay, round out, and a direct hit for 173 this time. Looks like it hit the turret as well, so it's more than likely damaged either the commander or the gunner. Probably the commander on that side of the tank. Okay, he's using the right hand mouse button to look at his own tanks to see exactly where they are, and adjusted his aim. Now he's going to select the Panzer IV-H, which could have the derp gun. No, he fired, but he misselected. He actually went between the Panzer IV-H and the T-29. It didn't hit either, and it didn't splash them either. Okay, the KV-1's gone down. Okay, let's see. He's almost reloaded. It looks like he's going to go for the T-29 this time. Judging a lead on it. Oh, he's fired without the lead. It has splashed the T-29 and he's stunned. Okay, the Okay, Panzer IV Rage has gone down. Okay, it looks like the Death Toaster got him. Okay, we've got somebody in the cap circle, probably the IKV-90B. This T-29 continues to be a problem. Okay, round out. And a direct hit this time for 185 hit points. And he's stunned. Okay, he's pulling back from our T-29, who's also reversing. Okay, it may be that that's the SU... Oh, no, the SU-100 is coming up the side of the T-29. This is going to be a bit of a problem now. He's rounds out against the... And he's missed the T-29. He judged it just a little too short. And the SU-100 has been taken out by the T-29. Actually, it was taken out by the Death Toaster. My apologies. And the enemy T-29 is taken out our Panzer IV-H. Let's have a look. Capitan's aiming at the T-29 again, who's gone unsighted. Our T-29 is stunned, so he's probably getting artillery shots on him as well. He's lining it up. Good direct hit for 323. Okay, this KV-1S must have been travelling by exactly at the moment the T-29 was hit, and he got stunned as well. Okay, he's decided to go in. He's rammed the T-29 on the side, but it looks like he's suffered more than the T-29 has. He's going to... Capitan is staying with the T-29, but he misses, but he splashes it. Splashes it for 28 hit points. Our T-29's gone down. Okay, this is presenting a problem because there's nobody on the south side of the map now. Now the Death Toaster's gone into the cap, and it was the IKV. He's taken a hit and damaged the IKV back. That's reset the clock. The unfortunate thing is now the Death Toaster had to pull out of the cap temporarily. He's still reloading, and unfortunately Death Toaster's gone down. That means they're capping again, and the Death Toaster is being joined by the T-29 and the KV-1S, which means that they're going to have 3 in the cap simultaneously, and he takes out the IKV with a blind shot. A blind shot kill. That's excellent. He remembered where the IKV was and fired at that point. Usually it's very useful to use the mini-map to judge exactly where you last saw a target and to fire a shot at that particular point, because sometimes it can lead to a kill. Especially when you're firing at a position which is usually occupied by stationary craft, such as a ridgeline or a firing position on the cliff. Okay, he can't see that SU-100. He's gone unsighted, but he can see the Lorraine 15550. But unfortunately he's moving, so he's not able to fire at it just yet. The heavy tank number 6 can see the Lorraine. Now, if it stopped moving, he can actually get a shot in on that Lorraine. But he's going for the cap instead. He's trying to do a reset. He's fired it blind. Unfortunately, there's no indication it's a reset. You still can't see. There's a Hellcat. The Hellcat has been turned over. That's why the Hellcat wasn't moving. So he's going in to rescue the Hellcat. It's an excellent choice. He's knocked him over, and the Hellcat's active again. Now hopefully the Hellcat will go to the cap, discover who's capping, and stop the cap, reset it. He's fired another shot blind. Unfortunately, he did get 42 hit points. He hit one of them. He probably splashed them. We see a tree go down. Yes, so it looks whoever he actually hit has moved, and another tree goes down. Whoever was hit was upset by that being struck, and we can see lots of buildings being destroyed. Whoever is there is definitely trying to conceal their position by moving about and knocking all of the scenery down. Okay, we can see the KV-1S now. We're still reloading. 152mm has got a nice reload. He's indicating his target with the T key. We saw the arrows appear above the target. Rounds out. A direct hit, and he kills the KV-1S. 129 hit points. Now there's still 2 in the cap. The T29's in there, we know. So we presume that the other one is either the SU100 or Lorraine 15550. Now more than likely that's the SU100. There's the T29, it's been spotted. Okay, he's behind the building, which makes it difficult, so we might have to splash him. And he does! And that resets the cap as well. And he's stunned the T29. T29's moving to try and engage the Hellcat. And he's leaving the cap. Now, of course, he's got no cap points anymore, so leaving the cap didn't actually affect the cap. But the cap stopped, so it looks like it was the SU100. He has pulled out of the cap. Round goes out, hits the rear of the T29 and takes him out of the game altogether. That's a brilliant shot, that one. Right onto the rear. Always try and aim for the rear or a vulnerable part of the tank if you can. Okay, the Hellcat's disappeared off north. I think he's after that Lorraine. Yep, I think he's pulling away because he knows the SU100 is very reluctant to start capping because it would obviously give him away. Ah! No, he was after the SU100, who's been found now. Rounds out. And a kill! That's a splash kill for 129 hit points. The shell actually landed behind the SU100, but was enough to kill it. Okay, that Lorraine. The Hellcat has seen him. He's all alone now. Okay, you can see him. Okay, the Lorraine's been hit. Oh, but the Hellcat's been shotgunned by the Lorraine. Rounds out, it overshoots and goes into the dunes. Unfortunately, this means now we've lost sight of the Lorraine 15550. Now, the question is, what does Capitan do? Does he go to the cap? Or does he wait for the Lorraine to start capping? That Lorraine doesn't have much in the way of hit points. He fired one shot wildly. I don't think that had any chance of hitting a target. But he is moving. He is going to be positioned. That's the wise decision. Okay, started capping, which means the Lorraine is definitely in the cap. Now he's either got a choice. He can either go directly to the cap and go up that ramp near the mosque, or he can go around the outside. Now he's tried a blind shot into the cap, but he's only got 4 shells left. So he can't continue to blind fire into the cap, even though a blind shot might actually splash the Lorraine and kill him because he's on very low hit points. He's tried another wild shot. Only 3 rounds left. No, it's in there somewhere. And we've got the warning clock for 2 minutes left. He's destroying the last remaining building. Looks like he's going to have to go in. There's 2 minutes 53 on the clock until the end of to cap out. The Lorraine obviously doesn't realise that there's no way that they can win. There's only 1:30 left on the clock, and yet there's 2:40 to win on the cap. So all he's doing is enticing the S-51 to come into the cap. He's telling the S-51, "Here I am, come and fight." Okay, he tries one wild shot, but now he's only got 1 round left. I'm not sure that was a wise decision. If he doesn't kill the Lorraine with this shot, that's it. The game's over. The Lorraine will reload and kill him. Okay, 57 seconds on the clock. Okay, he's going to have to go in, take this calm. He knows where it is, right. He knows where the Lorraine is. Lorraine's loaded as well, remember. Aims, shoots, and kills him with a direct hit. And that was his last shell as well. Okay, let's look at the end of match results. And it's an ace tanker for the S-51 for Capitan. Excellent. A Fadin's medal because he killed the Lorraine with the last shell. A Defender medal for more than 80 hit points reduced from the cap. A Top Gun for killing 6. And a High Calibre. He did 2,667 hit points of damage, killed 6, and earned base XP of 1,071. He fired 30 shots, all 30 in his infantry, 10 direct hits, 10 penetrations, 9 splash damage. He did damage of 2,667, and 2,655 of that was more than 300 meters. Obviously the difference is the Lorraine, which of course he shotgunned in the cap. He damaged 9 vehicles and destroyed 6. Damaged to vehicles stunned by him was 570, stuns 13, and he actually defended 100 base defense points. He doesn't have he has a standard account, so it's 31,353 credits. The ammunition resupply left him 2,247 in deficit. He received XP of 1,071 hit points, XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, and that's 2,142 XP. That's quite an achievement, getting a kill like that right at the end, saving the battle for his side. So if you enjoyed this game, which was amusing, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel because we get excellent replays like this all the time. Thanks for watching.